Alright, the most powerful gifts are the ones you never asked for but were born with. Some men chase power, influence, and recognition, believing they must earn their place in the world. But Sigma males? They enter this life already carrying something rare, something untouchable. Their strength isn't given to them by society. It's wired into their very existence. They don't need permission to be who they are, and they don't seek validation for the way they move. They just know. Unlike most, Sigma males possess spiritual gifts that set them apart in ways others can't fully explain. Their intuition is razor sharp, their minds operate on levels beyond logic, and their energy remains unreadable to those who try to figure them out. They aren't loud about their power, yet they shift the world around them with quiet, deliberate action. Some call it mystery, others call it luck, but in reality, it's neither. It's mastery. Mastery over their emotions, their thoughts, and their ability to navigate a world that doesn't even realize how much it needs them. But here's the thing, gifts mean nothing if they are ignored. A Sigma male who fails to recognize his abilities is just another man drifting through life, unaware of his own potential. This is why you need to understand what you truly possess. Watch this video because once you see the full scope of your gifts, you'll never question your place in this world again. Let's get started. Number 1. The gift of energetic immunity. Most people go through life unknowingly absorbing the emotions, fears, and negativity of those around them. They get drained by toxic environments, influenced by peer pressure, and weighed down by the expectations of others. But Sigma males, they operate on a completely different level. Their energy isn't something that can be hijacked, manipulated, or weakened. It's self-contained, self-sustaining, and nearly impossible to penetrate. This is what makes them so different. They don't just resist negativity, they neutralize it. When most people encounter conflict, insults, or emotional games, they react. They get angry, defensive, or insecure. But a Sigma male remains unshaken. He doesn't absorb the negativity. He observes it, processes it, and transforms it into knowledge. If someone tries to manipulate him, he sees through the act. If society pressures him to conform, he shrugs it off. If someone brings toxic energy into his space, he doesn't engage. He simply lets it die in his presence. This kind of energetic immunity isn't about arrogance or indifference. It's about mastery. Sigma males understand that emotions are like frequencies, and they refuse to let lower vibrations pull them down. That's why they're so hard to provoke. You can throw insults, lies, or guilt their way and it won't stick. They won't engage in pointless battles because they see them for what they are, traps designed to steal energy. This ability makes them unpredictable. People can't control them emotionally, and that frustrates manipulators, narcissists, and those who thrive on drama. It also makes Sigma males highly attractive in an almost unsettling way. Their calm, unaffected presence commands respect, even from those who don't understand them. Most people are at the mercy of external forces, reacting to every mood shift, argument, or guilt trip thrown their way. But a Sigma male stands apart. His energy is his own, his mind is untouchable, and his power is something few will ever comprehend. Number 2. The gift of silent divinity. True power doesn't announce itself, it simply exists. This is the essence of a Sigma male's spirituality. While the world is filled with people seeking divine connection through rituals, recognition, and collective approval, Sigma males walk a path of silent divinity. They don't need a stage, a title, or a crowd to validate their spiritual depth. Their connection to something greater isn't displayed for others. It's lived, felt, and known within. This inner force makes them self-guided seekers of truth. They don't follow spiritual trends or blindly accept what they're told. Instead, they question, observe, and experience reality on their own terms. They understand that true wisdom isn't found in noise, but in silence, in moments of deep reflection where the mind is clear and the soul is still. This is why they often seem detached from mainstream spiritual discussions. It's not that they lack belief, it's that their belief isn't up for debate. Because their connection to the divine is personal and unshakable, they are rarely swayed by external influences. They don't get caught up in dogma, nor do they feel the need to convert others to their way of thinking. While others seek approval for their faith, Sigma males simply live theirs. They walk in alignment with their truth without ever needing to justify it. This silent divinity is also why they radiate a quiet authority. People can sense something different about them, something steady and unmoved by chaos. It's not arrogance, it's presence. It's the kind of energy that makes people pause, reassess, and even question their own beliefs without a single word being spoken. In a world where so many are spiritually lost, seeking direction from anyone who sounds convincing, Sigma males remind us that true divinity doesn't need to be proven. It just is. And that is what makes their presence so rare, so powerful, and so impossible to ignore. Number 3. The gift of dimensional awareness. Some people only see what's in front of them. They live on the surface, blind to the undercurrents shaping their reality. Sigma males, however, move through life with a different kind of vision. They don't just see, they perceive. They pick up on shifts in energy, subtle patterns, and hidden truths that others completely overlook. It's not something they try to do. It's simply how they are wired. This heightened awareness allows them to sense when something is off, even if there's no logical explanation for it. They can walk into a room and immediately feel the tension, notice the unspoken words, and recognize when someone's energy doesn't match their actions. They don't need anyone to tell them the truth. They can feel it. This is why they rarely get deceived, manipulated, or caught off guard. They see what others miss, not with their eyes, but with their instincts. Their understanding of reality goes beyond the physical. While most people are consumed by material distractions, Sigma males are tuned into something deeper. They recognize that there's more to life than what can be measured, bought, or explained. They can feel the weight of history in certain places, the hidden intentions behind people's words, and the unseen forces shaping events long before they unfold. This gift often makes them seem distant, detached, or even mysterious to others. It's not that they don't care. It's that they are processing things on a level most people aren't even aware exists. Conversations about trivial matters bore them because their minds are always searching for deeper meaning. They don't just accept things at face value. They analyze, decode, and uncover what lies beneath. Few people understand this ability, and even fewer possess it. It's what makes Sigma males unpredictable, hard to manipulate, and always one step ahead. While others are caught up in the illusions of the world, they see the truth for what it is, raw, unfiltered, and undeniable. Number 4. The gift of unshackled identity. Most people spend their lives playing roles they never chose. They bend under the weight of expectations, constantly adjusting themselves to fit in, be accepted, or meet someone else's definition of success. But Sigma males, they don't play that game. From the start, they operate outside the system, refusing to be boxed in by labels, traditions, or the need for approval. Their identity isn't something given to them by society. It's something they define for themselves. This is what makes them so rare. They don't seek validation through status, job titles, or affiliations. They don't need to be called a leader to lead, and they don't need recognition to know their worth. While others chase approval, Sigma males move in silence, making their own rules as they go. This isn't rebellion for the sake of it, it's freedom in its purest form. They understand that attaching themselves to a label only limits them, so they remain unshackled, untamed, and unapologetically themselves. Because of this, they are unpredictable. You can't categorize them and you can't control them. They can walk into a corporate office and command respect without wearing the uniform of success. They can move through different social circles without ever belonging to one. They can disappear for months and return unchanged because their identity isn't tied to external factors. It's something internal, something unshakable. This freedom makes others uncomfortable. People don't know how to deal with someone who isn't seeking permission to exist a certain way. Society thrives on conformity, but Sigma males thrive on authenticity. Their presence alone is a quiet reminder that most people are living as watered-down versions of themselves, shaped by opinions that don't matter. Sigma males live proof that a man's worth isn't determined by what he's called, how much attention he gets, or whether he fits in. Their identity isn't something they wear, it's something they are, and that is what makes them impossible to define, impossible to control, and impossible to forget. Number 5. The gift of astral strength. Most people are vulnerable when they sleep. Their minds become open fields, easily influenced by emotions, fears, and even external energies they don't understand. But Sigma males? They don't just sleep, they stand guard, even in their most unconscious state. Their minds are not playgrounds for manipulation, and their dreams are not open doors for negative forces to slip through. Whether they realize it or not, they possess an inner fortress, one that protects them from spiritual interference and subconscious infiltration. This is why Sigma males rarely experience nightmares that break them. If dark forces try to invade their dream space, they instinctively fight back or wake up before they can be affected. Their minds do not surrender to fear, even in sleep. Instead of being passive dreamers, they take control. Some may even experience lucid dreaming naturally, as if their consciousness refuses to be a spectator in its own world. Their subconscious is not a weak spot, it is a battleground they have already won. This kind of astral strength gives them an edge that most people don't even know exists. They don't wake up feeling drained, confused, or emotionally hijacked. They don't carry the weight of nightmares into their waking life, and most importantly, they don't let unknown energies take root in their minds. This silent power allows them to move through life with clarity, never second-guessing their instincts, because their subconscious is as disciplined as their waking mind. Few understand the importance of guarding their inner world, but Sigma males do it effortlessly. Their dreams are not random, they are controlled. Their subconscious is not weak, it is fortified. This is why they remain mentally sharp, emotionally stable, and spiritually untouchable. While others wake up feeling lost, shaken, or manipulated by things they can't explain, Sigma males rise with the same unshakable presence they carry in the waking world. Because no matter where they are, conscious or not, they are always in control. Number 6. The gift of ancestral resonance. Some people move through life disconnected, unaware of the forces that shape them. They are blind to the weight of history, the echoes of those who came before them. But Sigma males, they carry something different. A presence, a knowing, a depth that can't be explained by experience alone. It's as if the wisdom of generations flows through them, guiding them in ways even they don't always understand. This is why they often seem older than their years. They don't just think ahead, they think deep. Their instincts are razor sharp, their insights feel ancient, and their understanding of life goes beyond what they have personally lived. This is not just intelligence, it's something far greater. It's an inner guidance system, a connection to something vast, something rooted in the strength of those who walked before them. They may not talk about it, but they feel it. In moments of solitude, in times of struggle, when standing at a crossroads, they don't panic. They know what to do. Answers come to them, not as guesses, but as certainties. They can tap into an inner reservoir of wisdom that most people spend lifetimes trying to access. It's not something they learned, it's something they remember. This ancestral resonance also gives them an unshakable sense of self. While others struggle with identity, Sigma males walk their own path without hesitation. They do not need validation from the world because they carry something deeper, a legacy, an inheritance of resilience and knowledge that cannot be stolen or imitated. This is why people often sense something different about them, something timeless. They don't just exist in the present, they carry the weight of the past and the vision of the future all at once. Whether they realize it or not, they are the embodiment of a lineage that refuses to be forgotten. And that in itself makes them unstoppable. Number 7. The gift of soul echoing. Most people speak just to fill silence, throwing out words that fade as quickly as they are heard. Conversations are often empty, driven by habit rather than meaning. But Sigma males, when they speak, something shifts. Their words don't just land, they linger. They don't waste breath on meaningless chatter because they understand the true power of speech. Every word they choose carries intention, depth, and energy. This is what makes their presence so unforgettable. People often walk away from conversations with a Sigma male feeling different, more aware, more awake, sometimes even unsettled. It's not because Sigma males try to be profound or mysterious. It's because their words bypass the surface and go straight to the soul. They have a way of saying things that resonate on a deeper level, often making people question everything they thought they knew. A single conversation with them can leave someone rethinking their choices, their mindset, and even their identity. This ability isn't about being charismatic or persuasive, it's about truth. Sigma males don't speak to impress, they speak to reveal. Their insights are raw, unfiltered, and often challenge the illusions people cling to. Some find this refreshing, others find it uncomfortable. But one thing is certain, no one forgets an interaction with a Sigma male. Their words echo long after they are spoken, forcing people to confront thoughts and feelings they may have buried for years. This is why Sigma males often attract deep thinkers and repel the shallow. Those who are ready for growth gravitate toward them, seeking their wisdom even if they don't fully understand why. But those who fear self-reflection find them unsettling, even threatening. A Sigma male doesn't need to raise his voice or demand attention. His presence alone is enough to shift perspectives, and in a world drowning in meaningless noise, that is a power few possess. Number 8. The gift of predator intuition. Most people rely on logic and evidence to recognize danger, but by the time they see the signs, it's often too late. Sigma males operate differently. They don't need proof to know when something is off. Their intuition is sharp, almost predatory, alerting them to threats before they fully reveal themselves. It's not paranoia, it's precision. They can sense the shift in energy, the subtle changes in tone, the unspoken intentions behind someone's actions. They don't just know that something is wrong, they know exactly what it is and where it's coming from. This ability is what keeps them ahead. They can walk into a room and immediately map out the exits, assess every face, and detect hidden tensions before a single word is spoken. When dealing with people, they instinctively know who is genuine and who is playing a game. Lies don't work on them, manipulation fails, and predators quickly realize they've met someone who sees right through them. This is why Sigma males rarely find themselves caught in traps, whether it's a toxic relationship, a deceitful business deal, or a dangerous situation. They sense the threat before it becomes a problem, giving them the power to either neutralize it or walk away untouched. This intuition goes beyond the physical, it extends into the spiritual realm as well. They can detect hidden agendas, energetic shifts, and unseen forces working in the background. While others get blindsided by emotional, psychological, or even supernatural attacks, Sigma males remain steps ahead, unmoved and untouchable. Their instincts guide them towards safety, success, and truth, while keeping them far from illusions, deception, and danger. This is what makes them so unpredictable. Their moves are calculated, but not always explainable. People may wonder how they always seem to make the right call, avoid the wrong people, and sense betrayal before it happens. It's not luck, it's the gift of predator intuition, and in a world full of hidden threats, it's one of the rarest and most powerful abilities a man can have. Number 9. The gift of unreadable energy. Most people wear their emotions, intentions, and weaknesses like an open book. They are easy to read, easy to predict, and even easier to control. But Sigma males, they are a different breed entirely. Their energy is a mystery, constantly shifting, impossible to pin down. You can watch them, analyze them, study their patterns, but just when you think you have them figured out, they change. This unpredictability makes them untouchable in ways most people will never understand. It's not that they are trying to be elusive, it's simply how they operate. Their spiritual energy is fluid, adapting to situations in ways that keep them steps ahead of those who would try to control or deceive them. This is why manipulators fail when dealing with them. Most people are easy to influence because their energy is fixed, their emotions are transparent, and their desires are obvious. Sigma males, however, don't give anything away. They can be in a room full of people and remain completely unreadable. You won't know what they're thinking, feeling, or planning until they decide to reveal it. This gift also acts as a shield against energetic attacks. Most people absorb negative energy like a sponge, allowing the emotions and intentions of others to affect them. Sigma males, however, remain untouched. Their ever-shifting energy makes it impossible for outside forces to latch onto them. They don't carry the weight of other people's emotions, nor do they fall victim to the unseen forces that drain the average person's spirit. This is why they often seem untouchable, because in many ways they are. While others are thrown off course by external influences, Sigma males remain centered. Their ability to control their energy, rather than let the world shape it for them, is what makes them so powerful. You can try to study them, predict them, or manipulate them, but in the end, you will only be chasing shadows. And that is exactly how they like it. Number 10. The gift of unbreakable mindfulness. Most people are prisoners of distraction. Their minds are constantly pulled in 100 directions. Notifications, social pressure, endless thoughts about the past and future. They struggle to focus, to be fully present, to quiet the noise. But Sigma males, they exist in a different mental space. Their focus is sharp, their awareness is unshaken, and their presence is powerful. They don't just move through life, they experience it with an intensity most people never reach. This is what makes them unbreakable. When they work, they are locked in. When they speak, their words carry weight. When they listen, they absorb everything. They are not easily distracted because their minds are trained to ignore what doesn't matter. While others are lost in overstimulation, Sigma males can enter a state of deep mindfulness at will. This gives them an almost supernatural ability to cut through chaos, see things clearly, and make decisions without hesitation. Because of this, they don't waste time on meaningless chatter or superficial distractions. They are fully engaged in what they choose to focus on, making them highly efficient and incredibly difficult to manipulate. No one can pull them into unnecessary drama or cloud their judgment with emotional noise. Their ability to remain mentally present makes them intimidating. People can feel when someone is really there, paying attention, completely aware. It's a rare energy, and it commands silent respect. This gift also gives Sigma males a deep sense of control over their emotions. They don't react impulsively or get overwhelmed by external stresses. They process everything with clarity, making them immune to the fear and anxiety that consume most people. Their unbreakable mindfulness isn't just a skill, it's a way of life. It keeps them calm under pressure, sharp in decision-making, and untouchable in the face of distractions that derail everyone else. While the world spirals in chaos, they remain still, focused, and always ahead. Number 11. The gift of quantum thinking. Most people think in straight lines. They see life as a series of steps, cause and effect, action and reaction, one path leading to another. But Sigma males, their minds don't work that way. They process information on a completely different level, one that doesn't follow conventional logic. They see multiple outcomes at once, analyzing different possibilities in real time, as if their brains are wired to process several timelines simultaneously. This is why their decisions often seem effortless, almost as if they knew what was going to happen before it did. They don't just predict, they calculate. While others hesitate, weighing pros and cons in a rigid step-by-step manner, Sigma males absorb all factors at once. They can see the chain reaction of an action before it even happens, making their judgment eerily precise. It's not luck, and it's not a guess. It's an advanced way of thinking that allows them to stay ahead of situations before anyone else even realizes what's happening. This is why they rarely find themselves trapped in bad decisions or caught off guard. They see the pitfalls before they arrive, the hidden opportunities no one else notices, and the long-term consequences, while others are still focused on the present moment. This ability makes them unpredictable. People can't understand how they always seem to make the right move, how they adapt so quickly, how they shift directions without missing a beat. It's because they're not bound by a single way of thinking. They operate outside of the traditional mindset, allowing them to navigate life with a level of clarity and precision that feels almost supernatural. It's not just intelligence, it's a completely different way of perceiving reality. While the masses move through life following a straight line, Sigma males move like lightning, accessing multiple dimensions of thought at once. That's what makes them dangerous. That's what makes them impossible to outmaneuver. The world may never fully understand the depth of a Sigma male, and that's exactly how it should be. Their gifts aren't meant for display or approval. They are weapons forged in solitude, sharpened by experience, and guided by an inner force that few will ever comprehend. They don't seek validation, yet their presence commands respect. They don't follow the crowd, yet their path is one others secretly wish they had the courage to walk. If you recognize these traits within yourself, know that you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to rise. The world will try to tame you, misunderstand you, even fear you. Let them. Your power doesn't come from being seen. It comes from knowing who you are, from mastering the gifts that make you untouchable. You're not here to be like the rest. You are here to move in silence, think beyond limits, and transform everything you touch, whether through your mind, your energy, or your very presence. But understand this: power unused is power wasted. A Sigma male who ignores his gifts is no different from the masses who never had them to begin with. Your intuition, your resilience, your ability to navigate the unseen, these are not accidents. They are responsibilities. The world will not hand you your purpose. You must carve it out yourself. So don't wait for permission. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. Step fully into who you were meant to be, because whether the world realizes it or not, it needs men like you. If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel for more content on the Sigma personality and other related topics. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Share this video with someone you think needs to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.